head is disappearing.
Oh, sorry.
No, it's not your fault. I'm
Okay.
just worried. All right. So, Miles, welcome back to my podcast. And as I mentioned before, I'm voting you off because you're acting kind of sus.
What do
But,
you mean?
well, it's just lately you just have been acting really sus, man. I don't know. I can't quite explain it, but I don't know. I don't trust you, so I'm afraid I have to vote you off.
Okay.
With that being said, this is the 58th episode of the Macbeef-Banquet podcast. My name is Henny G. This is my buddy Miles, and today we're talking about a movie called Hacksaw Gringo. And it was pretty interesting. No, we watched Get the Gringo, and I also watched Hacksaw Ridge.
Oh,
If
good.
anybody else watched that last week with me, I watched that too. So I guess let's talk about Get the Gringo a little bit, and then I can share my thoughts about the hacksaw.
Mm-hmm.
But Miles, what did you think?
Let's see. Get the Gringo. I thought it was good. I thought it was gonna be like a movie about being chased or something. That's what Get the Gringo to me implies.
Yeah.
But I thought it was good. Yeah. The fuck. Sorry, I heard a weird noise.
You're good.
Get the Gringo. Sorry, I was a little bit unprepared. I liked obviously I liked all the acting. I mean,
Yeah.
Mel Gibson, he's done some stuff in the past.
Mm-hmm.
But I thought it was good. What were your thoughts on the movie?
Yeah, I liked it. Between this and Hacksaw Ridge, I think I like this a little bit more.
Mm-hmm.
I definitely like the story. I thought it was fun. Kind of that, the typical, like, kind of hits rock bottom early on and then has to, kind of work his way back up out of it. And of course he does. Kind of like, a little bit like Shawshank,
Mm-hmm.
in a way. It's Mexican Shawshank.
Yeah.
No, but so it's, he meets a kid, and when they took his blood, I was assuming it was going to be for some sort of, like, drug test maybe or something.
Yeah.
But then it was, he needed it in case there was another match, which is interesting.
Mm-hmm.
There were a couple points where I laughed pretty hard.
Yeah.
I think that my favorite part was the beginning when they're getting chased by the cops, and he's like talking about like his mom or something. I don't remember actually exactly. Nice background, by the way. And he's like, what is it? He's like, but as my mom always said, "Fuck off, loser,"
Yeah.
or something like
Yeah.
that. I was like, that's great. I loved that. That was cool. Just kind of unexpected. But yeah, no, the acting was great. The story was pretty good. And I'm trying to think. At first I didn't really, I wasn't sure where he was going with the whole thing when he was like impersonating Clint Eastwood.
Oh,
And,
yeah, that was a little
I mean,
weird.
like, yeah, I was like, okay, what are you doing? And then, it was revealed that he was trying to basically get his fantasy to come to life or whatever, or his dream.
Yeah.
And I thought that was pretty great. It was like nice touch. But yeah, as far as I didn't really have any complaints, honestly. I mean, I thought it was pretty good. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. What did you think of the scene where he's like at the top of the tower? Like that whole scene?
Top of the tower.
When he's, he kills the what is his name? When he's in the building and he kills it with the grenades. You know what I'm referring to?
Yeah. that was very interesting. I kind of thought it was funny, actually.
Yeah.
Which I think it was kind of meant to be, because it was. I mean, action movies can be very funny depending on how it's taken or how it's shot. I think because you can really, especially like the more bold you are with it. Like there was what was I watching? Cowboy Bebop. There's like in the last episode he drops a grenade on the ground in front of him and kicks it into a bunch of people, and then it just explodes, and it's like, damn, that's so crazy. And like, so if it's something bold like that, it can almost make me laugh sometimes. And especially with grenades, so I was like, that's pretty great. And actually that does remind me too of I thought it was kind of it almost seemed kind of silly to me when there's that shootout in the prison, and then the guy throws a grenade, and so to protect like the mom and kid or whatever, he grabs the grenade and throws it back.
Yeah, it felt a little bit absurd, but yeah.
Yeah, I was like, okay, sure. But I went along with it because it's an action movie, so whatever. But yeah.
Yeah.
Did you like the little twist at the end when they had like the fake out with the nurse that put a gun to his head?
Oh yeah, I mean, yeah. It wasn't like I wasn't totally surprised by it, but
Yeah,
it was good.
yeah. I wasn't either. I was curious to kind of see what I was thinking about that too. I was like, when I was watching that, I was like, I wonder what Miles will think about this. And I figured he probably would get it. But yeah, pretty great. The kid did pretty good, honestly.
Yeah, I thought
Acting-wise.
I was surprised by the kid. Felt he.
Yeah.
I mean, they obviously picked a kid who would be more like an adult, I think.
Yeah. Yeah.
So.
And I love some of the dialogue too. I thought some of the dialogue was really snappy and very funny. Like when they're sitting on like the bench or whatever. Like, well, it probably happened a couple times, but he'd be asking for cigarettes. He'd be like, "No, tell me why you're special." And then they just kind of had like some back and forth that was pretty great.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'd recommend it.
I don't know what else there is to even say about it. I mean.
Mel Gibson's in it.
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah. The toe scene was pretty brutal.
Oh yeah, I found that really hard to watch.
I went back and watched it a second time. It's like, damn.
Wow.
But I'm trying to remember, there was another scene too where I said something like out loud, and I don't remember what it was, but like it actually got me to say something, which usually doesn't happen when I'm watching movies. Like I'm usually pretty like chill. Like I actually said something. I was like, oh shit, or something like that. But I don't remember what it was. But yeah, overall, if you have time to watch it and you enjoy that sort of stuff, enjoy action movies and things like that, and Mel Gibson, it's pretty good. It's worth the watch, I'd say.
I would say the prison was pretty cool. That whole idea that it's like its own little town almost.
Right. It's like its own little community. And like, there's even families that come to live there. Like not like even like just inmates, but like there's people that just come to live there with their families. Kind of an interesting concept.
Yeah. What did you I think the last thing I'll ask, but what did you think of the opening scene?
Let's see, the opening scene
was the chase.
Oh yeah, so that was that was the other thing too, is the narration. I guess I didn't mind it as much as something like in like Blade Runner, but I still thought it was a little bit, kind of annoying at times.
Yeah.
I felt like we didn't really need it as much. I mean, if you want to, it's fine, I guess. But no, I mentioned the funny quote earlier that when he's talking about his mom or whatever, and I thought that was funny. And they're in the clown makeup. I thought that was kind of funny. But I mean, it was alright. I don't really think too much of it. I guess. I mean, it's. I feel like it's typical of a action movie like that, especially if it's involving prison or drugs or whatever. It's gonna be some sort of chase involved in there at some point. So, yeah. I mean, it was alright. What did you think of it?
I mean, I was a little confused when he like specifically drove. He did the ramp, the dirt ramp. I don't know why it was there in the first place, but he like
Yeah.
did that, and he was, I don't know, trying to jump the fence, but he just ran right through it.
Mm-hmm.
Which, I mean, you could kind of tell was going to happen because the ramp was not that high.
Yeah.
Um,
I kind of like that actually a little bit, because it was like, I will say that was the one thing that I was like, all right, well, if for some reason, yeah, because I was also like, why is that there? But like, I was like, if it was there, and he did try to go for it, I mean, that's pretty much what would happen anyway. So I'm glad they kind of kept it to that, and not like a magical he jumped over the fence perfectly kind of thing. I will say.
Yeah.
So there was that, but yeah.
And I totally knew there was going to be like cash in the trunk.
Yep.
I figured. I was like all through the movie.
Oh yeah, when they went back for it.
Yeah.
Yeah, at the end. Yeah. Yep.
All right. I guess that's it. I don't know.
Yeah. Pretty much.
Yeah.
Watch it.
Watch it. Check it out. It's on fucking everything.
It's everywhere.
Yeah. Have you watched anything?
Nope.
Sweet. Me too.
I'm just kidding.
Oh.
I watched another movie.
Oh yes, I literally forgot.
Oh, did you? Oh.
Yeah, I thought you were being
I
honest.
thought you were just being like, cool, buddy.
Cool. Thanks,
All
me
right.
too, man.
Thanks, man.
Oh, okay. What?
No.
What was the movie the other movie you watched, Henry?
I watched a movie called Hacksaw Ridge.
Or Get the
Which
Ridge.
it was alright. Hacksaw Ridge.
I said Get the Ridge.
Oh, gotcha. I was like, damn. All right, well. Get the Ridge. Yeah, I watched Hacksaw Ridge. Came out 2016. It was alright. I think I like Get the Gringo a little bit better, but it definitely wasn't bad.
Mm-hmm.
By any means, interesting story. I mean, I love sort of war movies are pretty cool, I think, when they're done right. Like the aspect of him being like a conscientious objector.
Mm-hmm.
Which is cool because that was an actual story.
Yeah.
And I liked that they included some of the bits at the end of like recorded interviews with the actual people, the actual vets, and because that allowed them to sort of show like why they had certain bits of it in there, or like certain pieces in there. It was directed by Mel Gibson, which I did not plan that, but anyway. No, it was great because he's like an army medic, which is kind of cool. As opposed to just being like a typical combat soldier or something. It was a little bit more interesting. I'm trying to think if there's anything else really I had to say about it. I mean, I don't think so. I mean, it was really, there's really not much to say. I mean, it's just it's a war film.
Yeah.
So I mean, it was good. I mean, I think the acting is pretty good, I'd say. There might have been one or two things, but I don't remember what they even were. So, I like that Vince Vaughn was in it.
Yeah.
Which I thought was good. Yeah.
I think when it came out, I kind of remember it as being the what was it? The Dunkirk of its time almost. Like
Yeah.
before Dunkirk came out, it was trying to be Dunkirk almost.
Right.
And
I could see that.
Dunkirk came out 2017? Is that what it was?
Yeah.
2017. Okay, so yeah, if for me when I remember it coming out, it kind of was like this big, war film, the war film of the year kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean it wasn't bad. It was, it's an alright movie.
Yeah.
It's almost every year it seems like a a war film comes out that's like really good. Like 1917 came out.
Mm-hmm.
Was it early this year or no? It was late last year.
Last year.
Yeah.
Yeah, came out late last year, and then and it was out early this year too. And because I think we saw it early this year.
Yeah.
I was in January.
Yeah. Interesting. Okay. So, I mean,
Yeah.
if you want to watch Hacksaw Ridge, it's on Tubi.
Yep.
I remember
Feel free
liking it. But yeah, I wouldn't say it's, the best war movie.
No, yeah, I wouldn't either. I mean, there are definitely some good elements, but yeah, it's just not. I don't know. Like, it's a great story and everything, and I mean, it's cool to hear about, and especially considering it's focused on like Okinawa and like being in the Southern Pacific, was it? Or Atlantic? No, I think it's Pacific. Yeah, that whole campaign, because I mean, a lot of time it's World War II movies maybe focused on more of like Germany and even Italy a little bit, but like it was kind of cool because it was focused on that whole campaign.
Mm-hmm.
Because that was pretty fierce too. That whole side of it was rough because Japan was very driven, and that was kind of expressed in the movie a little bit with how with the kamikaze soldiers and all that. But no, yeah, it was a beautiful story. But yeah, I just it was good.
It actually got 2 awards, I think.
Yeah.
2 Academy Awards.
Yeah.
One for best sound mixing and one for best film editing.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Indeed.
All right. If that's it.
Yeah.
Is that?
I think so.
That it? You didn't watch anything else besides?
Nope.
Besides that.
Not really.
Nice.
What about you? Anything else on your?
No, I didn't.
Yeah. Okay.
I'll say this. I've been playing a lot of Super Mario 3D All Stars, which is a really good game.
Oh yeah. Very cool.
Yeah, it's got Super Mario 64, Super Mario Sunshine, and Super Mario Galaxy.
69. Oh.
Yeah, dude,
Gotcha.
69. The best year, the best year of gaming.
Yeah. Yeah.
So yeah, I guess that's it. So I was gonna ask before, but I suppose I'll ask it in the episode.
Okay.
Are we still gonna do the whole horror movie for October? Every episode we watch a horror movie.
Yeah, let's do that.
Okay.
I like that. I like that as a tradition.
Okay, because since you're the the king of the podcast and I'm the king of the after show.
Yeah. Well, I'm the king of the podcast, but you're the queen. So.
All right. So.
Okay. Yeah.
Since the next week of when this podcast actually comes out, the next week, it will be October 5th. Which means it's in October. You get me.
Yeah.
I have picked a horror movie that I've heard is bad, and I feel bad for picking it, but I am interested in watching it. I've always wanted to see it. It is called Rubber.
Rubber.
It is about
Okay.
a car tire that kills people.
Really?
Yes.
How have I not heard of this? This sounds so good, actually. Is there a sequel called Glue?
I don't think so.
That'd be interesting.
Yeah.
Let's find out. Rubber. It's just gonna pull up a bunch of like rubber. Oh no, it did pull it up. Okay, cool. Cool. Hey, there's a bunny.
The best killer tire movie you'll ever see.
And Miles, get this. Guess what percentage it's got on Rotten Tomatoes?
It's actually got a good percentage. I know. I seen it at 69, man.
69. It's a sign.
Yeah. I don't know any of the actors, so that's a good sign.
Yeah. Quentin Dupieux directed directed it. It had a budget of $800,000.
That's pretty good. It's
Yeah.
only an hour and a half.
Probably more
almost.
than like Thanksgiving.
Yeah. What was
So.
okay? You know what? Let's compare. Thanksgiving.
$3,500.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, jeez. Okay. Interesting. Jesus Christ, that's really low.
Mm-hmm.
But see, movies people watch can be, really cheap.
Yes.
So.
That's true. What did hold on. Get the Gringo had a budget of 5.793 million.
Jeez. And we go.
Which I could see. The production value is pretty good.
Yeah.
But yeah.
So yeah, watch Rubber. It's on Tubi. It's on. I didn't even know it was on Crackle. But it's on Crackle apparently.
Oh. And on Vudu it looks like. Oh no, I'm still on Get the Gringo. My bad.
Idiot. Just kidding. Haha. Just kidding.
Idiots. Wait, hold on.
No, stop.
Okay, there we go. Yeah. Oh yeah, so it is on Crackle.
Yes,
Well, it is on Vudu. It's just you'd have to buy it. Yeah. Watch Rubber.
Watch Rubber by the Killer Tire.
Followed by the sequel.
A telepathic killer tire in particular.
A telepathic killer tire. How do they kill it? I wonder. Let's find out.
Yeah.
Next week on an all new episode of the Mac Band Pod.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you feel alone, Mouse?
Yeah, I feel alone.
Alone. Alone. Okay. Well, ladies and gents, it's been good, but we gotta go practice our after showing. So we'll see y'all next week. Thanks for listening, and don't forget to get the Gringo.
Nice one.
There's Miles. Get Miles.
Alone.
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 Alone. Alone.
Alone. Alone. Alone.
Fuck you.